Testing 1, 2. Hi. Is that me? Is that the correct one? Hello, baby. Testing 1, 2. Hi, it's Cantor Paul. Shabbat Shalom.
Hello.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
For safety and courtesy, please check your devices and turn the sounds off at this time. Before the service begins, I'd like to direct you to some of the emergency exits and other safety features that we have at our synagogue. On either side of the bima, we have an exit. In the back of the social hall, there are 2 exits, and through the entry that you entered this evening, there are 3 exits in that direction. There's also a fire extinguisher over the water fountain in the foyer and an AED. In the sanctuary, we also have a fire extinguisher and a first aid kit. Please look now and find the exits closest to you. Thank you for your attention, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It's good to be with you. Good to be at another Shabbat. We'll begin with words of community, words of welcome. Hine ma tov manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is for us to be together. And if you'd like the words, they're on the top of page 10.
Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is! How good it is! How sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, shalom aleichem, salam aleikum, shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum, Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. One more, Hine Mato, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Mato, Umanayim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad.
I'd like to invite up Jane and Talia to help us to kindle our Shabbat lights and this yahrzeit of Ira Quacher. Invite everybody in the congregation who can comfortably do so to please rise.
Could you hold this, please? As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiritshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlikne shel Shabbat.
You may be seated. We turn to pages 20 and 21. Before we enter into Lecha Dodi and welcome Shabbat, we always take a few moments to reflect on the week that has just passed, to go back to last Shabbat, to pause really briefly on each day and think about its challenges and its blessings. And then we'll come back for Lecha Dodi. Hazarat HaShavua, review of the week. We'll sing together verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we get to verse 9, I'll invite you to, in the congregation, to rise and face the doors from which we entered to welcome the Shabbat presence and the extra soulfulness, the extra that goes with us on Shabbat, our Nishama Yatera, into the congregation and into our hearts. I invite those of you who are at home to turn towards the doors of your homes at that point to bring the Shabbat presence into your home. Lecha Dodi, pages 20 and 21.
Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat.
Comfortably do so, please rise and face the doors.
B'nei Shabbat Mekabela L'chadodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Mekabela.
We remain standing, and I invite Gabe Stovall to come on up and lead us in Chatzi Kaddish, page 26.
Yitkadosh Shemei Rabbah Amen. B'chayechon uvyom bechon uv'chayeder kol ben Yisrael V'gala uvizman kariv v'yimeru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mivarach Le'alam u'lamei Amaya Yitbarach Berichu le'elam mikol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran ve'alma ve'yimeru Amen.
We continue on page 28 with Baruch Hu, our call to prayer.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever.
Oh, am I awake? Am I aware? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Do you understand? Oh, am I awake? Am I prepared? Yada die die die, yada die die die, yada die die die, yada die die die. Yada die die die, yada die die die, yada die die die, yada die die die. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach. Le'olam va'ed. Yada die die die, 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 yada die die die.
So I'd like to invite up Ellie and Aaron, and then also because they'll be followed right after that by Erez and Isaac. Are you too? Erez and Isaac. So why don't you all come on up? We continue with Shema Yisrael, which you will find on page 34 and 35. You may be seated. We continue on page 36. Okay, come on. All right, on. Yeah, we're all going to do that. Ve'ahavta
et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol modeha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzvah hayom adom al levavecha Ishinatan
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
We continue on page 39.
Standing on parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt. That there is a better place, a promised land. That the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. That there is no way to get there from here to there, except by joining hands and marching together. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The
Thy heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Through our failings, though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in the dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Thank you. Page 40.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Norati Lord, Hosei Faleh. Norati Lord, Hosei Faleh. Adonai Lo Leolam Va'ed. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Malchutecha rahuvanecha, Chokei hayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam. Ze'elianu ve'amru, Ze'elianu ve'amru, Adonai lo le'olam va'ed. Everybody join in. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Last three lines on page 40. V'ne'emar ki v'Adonai et Yaakov ugalo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shemo.
Al Yisrael.
Amen. So as we turn to Hashkivenu on page 42, it's our custom at this service to model a shelter of peace that we hope to create for each other and that we want God to create for us by sheltering particularly any kids, but it can be anybody around us, with a shelter, with a talit. And there's some on your rows. There's one there. There's one there. Here's another one. You can take one here. There's a little one there too, right behind you. So if anybody else needs, you can give that to somebody here. It doesn't matter. There you go. Pass it back to whoever wants. All right. Hashkivenu. This is on your song sheet. Hashkivenu
Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shalom lecha, ufros aleinu sukat shalom lecha.
Shelter us.
Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Oh, Adonai, Amen. Amen. Amen, Amen. Amen, Amen. Amen, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Aborei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim Shalom. Atah Adonai Aporei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim.
Put your talitot down. We continue with Vishamru, giving thanks for Shabbat, page 44.
B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asod et HaShabbat L'dorotam Brit Olam. One more time. Vishamru b'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asod et HaShabbat L'dorotam Brit Olam. Beini uvein b'nai Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheishet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai. Et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asod et HaShabbat L'dorotam Brit Olam. V'shamru b'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat.
Page 46. Ask everybody who can comfortably do so to please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
Page 48.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'imahot, U'mevi Geula livnei v'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo V'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah.
Page 50.
Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atah, Rav leHoshia, Mashiv HaRuach, Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofet Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot, Umidom Elach, Melech Memid Umchayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
Page 52. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Uruk Shemo,
Ha'el HaKadosh.
Amen.
I'd like to invite up the Lerner Abramov family to share a reading on page 55. You can be seated if you'd like.
May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise.
Great, thank you. Good job. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Just take a moment for quiet reflection.
page 62. Oh, say shalom bimroma, ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yisrael. Oh, say shalom bimroma, ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oh, say shalom bimroma ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Oh, say shalom bimroma ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
So I mentioned last week that there were two portions last week and this week that are generally read together, but it's a leap year, so they're read separately, and they're basically both about skin eruptions, right? So last week I talked about Tazria, today is Mitzorah, but I'm actually not going to really talk about Mitzorah today because 1 week is enough, and I'll usually they'll be together, and because it's Shabbat HaGadol, it is the special Shabbat that comes the Shabbat before Passover. And in Hebrew, it's the Great Sabbath. It is the Great Sabbath. It's not clear exactly why it was the Great Sabbath, perhaps because the Haftarah for Shabbat HaGadol, which I'll talk about in a moment from Malachi, talks about a great day on which the world will be redeemed. Maybe that great day, Gadol, or maybe it's just because traditionally rabbis gave really long sermons on Shabbat HaGadol. So it was like the Great Sabbath because it was really long, because the rabbi talked for a really long time. But I will not do that this evening. Monday night is beginning of Pesach, and for many of us, it's a time that we gather around our tables, sometimes with people that we see often, and depending on our families, maybe sometimes with people that we don't get to see very often who gather with us at that time. It's a time in many ways for taking stock. I know that on the first night of Pesach, when I'm with my family, I'll be very aware of all the people who are with us, and I'll also be aware of those people who are missing either because they couldn't travel to be with us for Pesach this year, or missing because in years past they used to sit around the table and they're no longer alive to be with us, and their presence is both very much they're very much in certain ways present, and at the same time we very much feel their absence, right, sitting around the table. And for some this year, there's new tensions around the table with the war in Israel and Gaza, and perhaps intergenerational conflict around those kinds of things in some families, and various things like that. I think a little bit, though, about Pesach as being, Pesach is, according to most demographers, the most observed Jewish holiday, even more than Hanukkah. It's amazing. More than Rosh Hashanah, more than Yom Kippur. Now, that the observance might be in some places, right, that people just gather for a dinner, have some matzah and some ceremonial foods. Others might have really long seders. Others have their 5-minute seders, 10-minute seders, 30-minute seders, 1-hour seders, however long those might be. But I think what makes it a holiday that's the most observed is because we sit together around a table. We have an opportunity to tell our stories and to ask questions and be together. In the Haftarah for this day, we read that may the hearts of parents be turned towards their children and the hearts of children be turned towards their parents. It's interesting because the Haftarah is actually a messianic text. It's a text that looks to a redemption. It's Elijah talking about this stuff. And I don't know if Elijah's saying like parents and kids will never 100% be on the same page until the Messiah comes. Like that's, there's a little bit of that. Or because it's just when we truly connect with our family around a table, it's a taste of a redemptive time. It's a taste of the goodness that we hope to have right in this world. Elijah's a funny character because Elijah, we open the door, right, for Elijah because we hope that Elijah's supposed to tell us that the world's going to be redeemed, that it's going to be made whole and good and pure this year, right? And so we open the door because we remember a time in which we were freed by God, we were redeemed by God, and we're hoping for another time that the world will be made whole. And we open the door for Elijah and like, hello. And at least Elijah hasn't actually showed yet for me, at least in person. Although, sometimes a little wine maybe disappears from the cup. Maybe he comes for just a moment. I don't know. But there's another interesting thing. Elijah's present for many events. Elijah traditionally is at the naming, right? A bris or a brit bat. We set a chair for Elijah. And there are kind of two ideas about that. One idea about that would say we celebrate we set a chair for Elijah as a way of saying that God notices a new member of the covenant to teach us that each human being, perhaps this child, has the potential to bring redemption to the world. But another way to think about it also is Elijah is really pessimistic in text and doesn't think like Elijah kind of thinks it all ends with Elijah. The Jews, they're never going to continue it. They're all assimilating. They're not doing anything good. And I kind of like this kind of reading as well, that when we invite Elijah to all these events, it's also to say, hey, you were wrong, right? Like we're still here and we're still celebrating. And so as we sit around our Pesach table this year, at a time that the world's a little challenging and complicated, there's a lot going on. I think just being together, just celebrating, just having a Seder this year, that is in many ways a bit of Dayenu. That is a little bit of, it's enough. And as it is with every Dayenu, it's enough and we should be grateful, and it's never quite enough. We need to do more. But Dayenu, that another year, another Pesach, another opportunity to work for and to hope for a better world, a world redeemed. Shabbat Shalom. We turn to page 253 as we turn our thoughts to those in our lives, in our community, in the world, in need of healing, of body, of mind, and of spirit.
Yishaberach Avotenu Abraham Yitzchak Ve'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah Hu Yevarech Et HaCholim
El Na Rifanallah.
El na rifana, el na rifana la, refana lo.
We ask for blessings upon Rebecca Gilman, Hannah Fields Austin, Sue Toback, Rosalind Lefkowitz, Helen Weinfeld, Pam Poliakoff, Kathy Blumenfeld, Caitlin Antrim, Jennifer Rudin, Brad Holland, Serena Postal, Robert Strober, Naomi Kravitz, Lori Snyder, Terry DeRazade, Joel Beasy, Gloria Foster, Rita Warshaw, Robert Gerard, Adele Harris, Brenda Found Gerard, Jan Marcus, Marla Fregoso, Al Shapiro, Jeff Nelson, Robert Waldman, Barry Gustafaro, Udique Ratz DeLange, Eva Laxon, Audrey Kubel, Deborah DeLange, James Stead, Rita Elias, Stephen Gilbert, Sharon Zaki, Nell Barron, Oliver Holland, Bill Hughes, Ed Means, Stephanie Holland, Stan Stein, Virginia Guzman, Suzette Guzman, Marilyn Rudin, Claudia Phillips, Kenneth Phillips, Sandy Gunn, Ron Gilman, Julie Ben Simon, Eric Baldwin, Rabbi Jules King, Faye Bernstein, Craig Serco, Abby Binstock Moore, Donna Faxton, Carol Blitz, Sandra Dizengoff, and
Hail na refana, Hail na refana la, Hail na refana, Hail na refana lo. Like to invite Candy Fisher back up to the bima.
On behalf of your Board of Trustees, thank you for being here in the sanctuary this evening, and to those of you online. Tadal Rabbah to Rabbi Kupitz and to Cantor Bush for a really amazingly beautiful service this evening. Thank you to Randy Polivoy for your music, and to Sean Peterson for bringing our Shabbat service to everyone online. Thank you to the members of the congregation who added to our Shabbat service this evening. Appreciation to this evening's greeters, Judy Rose, Sharon Sachs Regalado, Kylie Sykes, Sarah Truitt, and Heidi Howard. After services, we gather in the social hall for refreshments and conversation. Thank you to Jane Quatcher and her family and friends who generously sponsored tonight's Oneg. We have a very busy and engaged community, and I'd just like to share a few of the events coming up soon. Please support Team Sadaq's Food All Year drive each month by bringing non-perishable food items to the collection box in the foyer, and focusing on the following items coming up in the next couple of months. This month, we're collecting peanut butter. May will be dried beans, June, cereal, and you can find the other food items on this flyer in the foyer. As of today, we have 117 attending our community Seder next Tuesday evening. Please know that the deadline has passed to reserve your seat at the table of this very lovely yearly event, but I do hope to see each of you there. Please also know that the TBI office will be closed Tuesday, April 23rd, and Monday, April 29th,
for Passover. During our oneg, please take a moment and wish Dr. Randy Polivoy Yom Sameach, a very happy birthday today. And for more information about upcoming events at our beloved temple, please look in your April Kehila and your weekly online Tekiah and on the TBI website. Your Board of Trustees wishes each of you a meaningful Pesach. Shabbat Shalom.
One other note, which is on the first day of Pesach, which is Tuesday, we do have a morning service here at 10 a.m. That will be true on the last day of Pesach too, and we also have a Yizkor prayers included. That I guess is the following Monday. So we encourage those of you who are able to be with us to be with us. It also helps us to try to have a minyan together, at least combined here and online and the various ways that we gather. So we'd love to have you. Anything you want to add to anything? I should never open the door like that.
Well, I like to tell you a story about when I was a very young boy. Around our Seder table. No. The only thing I want to mention is every year we, at this season, we do have a Yom HaShoah commemoration. It comes close to the end of Passover. This year it is Sunday, May 5th. I encourage everyone who is able to come and is so moved to join us at 4 p.m. on Sunday, May 5th. We'll have a relatively short film, a direct survivor testimony that was produced by HBO a number of years ago, but I think has real relevance and resonance today. Of course, Randy and myself and Rabbi will contribute hopefully some meaningful musical pieces and other liturgical pieces. Probably run about an hour and 15 minutes or so, and just would be wonderful to see at least as many people here to join us, especially our young people, since it is on a Sunday afternoon. So
we turn to our alternative Aleinu, which is on your song sheet. I invite people to rise, and then when we finish the English part, any of our kids under the age of 13 come up immediately after that, up to the bima, if you'd like, to help me open the ark. It's up to us to call ourselves to task, to sing what's good and true, to bring about redemption. It's what we were freed to do. For what's the point of being here if we're not moved to change our ways? Aleinu l'shabeach, it's time to live our praise. We are carrying the stories of the ones who came before. What stories will be told of us when we are here no more? We commit ourselves to action. It brings meaning to our days. Aleinu l'shabeach, it's time to live our praise. It's up to us to own the vision. We are an answer to a call. It's up to us to live the words we speak for the benefit of all. It's up to us to bow down deeply. There's a broken world to raise. Aleinu l'shabeach, it's time to live our praise. Aleinu l'shabeach, it's time to live our praise. Any kids who want to come up can come up now and help us to open the ark. Come up. Watch your fingers as you push it all the way open. Don't pinch them in anything. All right, here we go. Anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Ve'ne'emar ve'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz.
Bayom hahu, Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo, Ushemo.
Why don't we let somebody who didn't open it close it?
Ushemo echad.
You may be seated. Before we turn to Kaddish, want to take a moment. We dedicate a plaque this evening in memory of Ira Quatcher. It's up on the wall over there, and anybody who's been around TBI for a while knows Ira. So that's a piece of what I'll say is So I'm going to start with Talia, a granddaughter here, to share a few words.
This poem is for Ira Quatcher, my grandpa. Mimi misses him. My little sister Nora misses him. My mom, my dad misses him. I miss him. We remember Grandpa in our hearts.
Thank you so much. So I was thinking, thank you so much, Talia. That was beautiful. I was thinking when I was thinking about Ira earlier, I can't because obviously my context with Ira was always TBI. When I was thinking about the last year, I really felt like there was sort of a hole in the congregation. There were so many things that happened that were going on, an event or something, and I knew that like Ira would be right there, or working a barbecue over there, or doing something over there, because he was so present for the congregation, but really what he was present for the people of the congregation. And so then I was trying to imagine, that's just me, but the whole that's been created in the lives of his family, those who are here, Jane and Max and Talia, and those who aren't here, his Jane's daughters and granddaughter, and the extended family that he created in so many ways. He was a pillar of brotherhood forever, and really a mensch. I know that I loved Ira, and was really, he made a difference in my life and touched my life in a lot of ways. Many of you also know that Jane and Ira met here at TBI, there is magic to an oneg, and so that even their relationship was deeply tied to this place. And the other thing I will say is I just remember a year ago, before Ira passed away, he just talked about he'd had a good life and that he felt really blessed at a time that he knew he was dying. And I was thinking that that's really Ira's blessing for all of us, that we know what's important in life, that it's all of us, that we're important in life, our relationships with others, and that we carry that forward. And if we do, then we know that we do Ira proud, and we know that our memories like Ira's will be a blessing. So, I get a little, but it's all right. So we turn to Kaddish, which is on page 294. And our thoughts turn to all of those in our lives who have shaped us and taught us and loved us, and who have left this earth, those who have died in recent days or at this time in years past. Remember the recent deaths of Sherry Feingold, daughter-in-law of Jerry and Maury Feingold, of George Beatty, brother of Lori Beatty. Remember the Yortzites, the anniversaries of the deaths of Sherman Ansell, Alice Blumenfield, Dale Boring, Sylvia Davis, Sherman Delman, Sarah Ferguson, Edward Fleischman, Rose Glassman, Harry Gohl, Adeline Addie Goodman, Frida Greenfield, David Grossman, Frederick Hecht, Stella Kelber, Louis Kelber, Ira Quatcher, Toby Lasky, Albert Liggett, Jesse Litton, Helen Miller, Eleanor Missinger, Anna Projector, Celia Gold Rochester, Tim Rosenblum, Leona Ruth Schall, Pearl Judith Steinberger, and Toby Wolfson. If you're remembering somebody on this Shabbat, would like to add their name to those that I've read, or repeat a name that I've read, please feel free to do so as I come by your row. And if you're online, of course, you can share with the online community.
Rabbi Millian.
If you're in a time of mourning or observing a Yortzeit on the Shabbat, I invite you to rise. And I invite the rest of the congregation, if it's your custom, to rise in embrace and support of those who mourn. Again, Kaddish is on 294. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah bi'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon v'yom echon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mivorach le'olam olomei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei d'kudasha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da'ami ram bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. And we'll close with last paragraph of what we just read, Oseh Shalom.
Well, it's been quite a week for those of us who are connected with the goings-on in Israel. Since we last met, we've had quite a roller coaster. Thank God it seems that for the most part the roller coaster had landed smoothly. May it continue to do so, and may the Holy One bring peace down.
Oseh Shalom b'imromav, Oseh Shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, hu ya'aseh shalom, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Echad, shtayim, shalosh arba. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Alleluia. For those of you who joined us online, thank you for being with us. For all of you in the sanctuary, please join us in the social hall for Kiddush, Motzi, refreshments. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And for those, Chag Pesach Sameach.
Chag Pesach Sameach, that's right.